Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura. Welcome to the Pattern Queens episode 201.
Today is the 1st of February, and we just want to welcome everyone. Thank you so much for all of the nice comments on our last video about your favorite whips. We know that there are lots of places that you could go, and we just appreciate all of you. If you're new, welcome on in. It's a good one to start, number one of 200. And if you're returning and you've been with us for a long time, thank you so much. Why do you like us so much? That's great. Hi, friends.
Oh, so we do like to ramble here and have a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah? Shenanigans and all the things.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm like brain dead. This is our January wrap up for the year. It's our second video of the year. And we'll tell you later on who ended up winning a gift card to celebrate our 200 episodes.
Yes.
So, Keisha, what's new with you this week?
There's not a whole lot new.
I know that feeling.
I've just been living my life and going to work and having my children. We did go to the skating rink for the first time with James. He got to go meet with some friends, and he looks like an old pro out there. I put on skates and felt really confident on the carpet, hit the wood, and I was like, no, that's okay. If I fall now, it's a little bit more detrimental to me than whenever I was 10. So I will just sit over here with the other parents. And a man stopped me because I looked like I was in peril, and he goes, "You okay?" And I was like, "I just haven't been on skates for a while." And he's like, we have lessons every Saturday." And he's like, are you sure you're okay? I'm like, just let me get to that thing and I'll just hold on to it and I'll make it back over to the carpet. Thank you so much. He was a guy who worked there. So
funny.
That's my skating rink story. What's new with you?
Well, so it's been 2 weeks since we filmed, and I had a snow day. That's always exciting. You got to have fun on snow day.
Yeah. A bunch of kindergartners basically doing a Zoom meeting trying to learn.
Yes. It is fun.
I don't envy that teacher.
So, but yeah, other than that, big news with BNS. We had our 5th birthday in January. So yeah, so that was fun. And Katie bought us a little gluten-free cake. So we are, and we just kept forgetting that it was in there. And so last night we pulled it out at about midnight and had some cake. Perfect. Still January, right before,
Late night is the best time to have cake.
Well, it was still January, so right. So we got to celebrate the end of our 5th year and the beginning of our 6th. Yes. So, but exciting things anyway. I have a couple pieces of stash. Do you mind if I start with that?
Go right on ahead.
Okay. I ordered my Silks for You monthly floss, and oh my gosh,
if that isn't February, I don't know what is.
It is just so gorgeous. Look at this. Those colors. And this one, okay, if I move this one away from it because it's so strong, then you can really see that this one is a variegated one too. So, but oh, so pretty. And then I did order things from 123 Stitch. I was trying to decide what all I had gotten from them. And I feel like I stuffed it down here. I keep looking down here because I feel like I stuffed it down here in this bag. But part 2 of my order came, I'm trying to get things back in here a little bit, came yesterday, and I'm really excited about it. It's the 2026 Collector's Heart from Heart in Hand. It comes with the linen and the floss, and I've already undone mine, but you do have to follow the directions to open this. It came with Marooned in Love, which is 2 colors of cottage garden silks. And it said to look at the back of the package to figure it out. The back of the package is full. Like full.
That's a lot of instructions.
And so I had like opened this part, and then I'm like, no, because I thought, well, maybe it's like here.
Right.
There is a little snail in there saying hello. But really, the directions are right there. So you undo the rolled up skein and pull it down, and then you can pull out a strand at a time.
Okay.
So it was very easy. And the mine is divided into the lighter floss because I thought, how did they get those letters all one color
Right.
when it looked to me like I had one skein of floss and it was very heavily variegated? But no, it's two colors. So you have this lighter pink that variegates some, and then the darker one that does have some movement to it, but I don't think quite as much.
Right.
And it also came with a piece of platinum linen.
Nice.
So
that'll be fun. I know you really like those.
yeah. And I was looking, it shows last year's. So this shows me just how far I have not gotten. I think I've stitched like a couple little things. Actually, I think I started in the middle because they sent the fabric. So I've done that center flower. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
This one is much smaller.
Yes.
Let's just say it that way.
And less colors. That'll be.
Yeah. I mean, last year's was fun to kit up and get ready, and I love it. I do still have some older ones too. If you like this series, if you like the hearts, you can still get most of these as kits. She did put out a book a couple of years ago that had several designs, past designs, and it had a couple of extra
cool
designs in it too. So even though I have a lot of these, I went ahead, I'm a reach, and bought I bought the book because it had the new ones, and really price wise you end up
right.
it was pretty even. So anyway, and you did get some stash, didn't you?
I would just like to let you guys know that I have this box for January here, and I haven't opened it yet, and it's driving me crazy. I'll open it after we're done filming.
And we had to wait because of the weather just in the United States. It took a little bit longer for an item to get here. And then, of course, right as it got here is when all of the snow hit here. We had a foot of snow. And so we waited a few days, and it was clear enough that our packing team said, sure, we'll get there.
Right.
And they came in and we got everything packed up. And then, oh my gosh, okay, here's your story. Another ramble for you because it's not going to be a long enough video as it is. So the post office came to pick up their part of the boxes that we send out. The worker who came had her lanyard on, and she leaned over to do something, got her card stuck in between a part of the track, like where the door comes down.
Oh no.
And it broke her key.
Oh no.
So she couldn't drive her mail truck out of here.
Oh no.
So the mail truck was here. They came with other trucks and picked up the boxes and took those, but the truck stayed for a few hours. It just had a visit in our driveway. Thankfully, we had let them pull in so that they could get closer to the garage. But yeah, it was interesting.
Oh, well, that is a story.
But all the boxes have gone now, and they should be on their way, and people should be getting them.
Good, that's exciting. I can't wait to see what's in there.
Yeah, because I'm going to give you a tiny spoiler. The designer, I mean, it's out there. The designer of the month was the frosted pumpkin. See, that much I can tell her.
There we go.
And we'll talk more about it later.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell my feelings the next time we film.
Okay, sounds good.
They're all positive. But just, yeah.
Okay, well, stay tuned.
Okay, are you ready to wrap up January?
I am ready to wrap up January.
I guessed at my starting number of whips because if you remember, I ended up I had not gotten everything in, so my end of year was not accurate. But I started, I think, with either 136 or 137 whips, and I ended with 134.
Nice.
I had 3 new starts and 4 finishes.
Amazing.
Yeah. So, and my 4 finishes, if I would add that together, that's 25, a little like 26% of my month
Wow.
to do those finishes.
Nice.
So I worked on, this is the crazy number, because we're going to ask Keisha how many projects she worked on during the month. I worked on 33 projects.
Wow.
It's because Katie and I do the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day thing. So I worked on that group of 26 projects.
Right.
And I did a total of 21,488 stitches.
Wow.
My average per day was 693.16 stitches,
Amazing.
which, yeah, that's crazy for me.
Yeah.
My high day was 1,284 on the first, and that account. So this is interesting to me because I don't know if I've done percentages with that before. That accounted for 5.97% of my month.
Oh, okay.
So about 6%. And my lowest daily stitches was on the day that we packed the boxes. Seriously, this is one of the months where I am stitching at school because we're testing.
Right.
If I had not stitched at school, I would have had like 6 stitches.
Okay.
But I ended up with 278 stitches that day, which was still 1.29%.
Wow.
So
Amazing.
every little bit counts.
Yes, for sure.
And my highest stitch count of the month was on one of my finishes, which was Spring Saltbox I, which you guys have not gotten to see. It's one of my, it's at school. Oh, let's turn my brightness down so you get to see better color. Oh, and then it went away. There we go. So funny enough, I took this picture. This is by Plum Street Samplers. I took this picture and then I was showing this to the teacher I work with, and I realized I didn't have the window markings and the window paints. So I did go back and do that. I added those, but I just think it's such a pretty piece. And I've started on the second one already now. So,
Amazing.
but I did 2,276 stitches on that because days where kids just have the headphones on and are testing, and I'm really just sitting there to make sure they don't click straight through a test.
Right.
I'm getting in a lot of stitches.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but that accounted for 10.6% of my stitching for the month.
Wow. Nice.
So, and you go ahead.
All right.
Because I think I'm at the end of like stats.
Okay, let me give you some much less impressive numbers. I would like to start by saying that if you've been around long enough, you know that every once in a while at work I have a stepping challenge. And one person and I got real serious about it this time around. So a lot of my nights I was up, the joke was I would put in the rest of my steps at 11:58.
Oh
So
gosh.
there were some days where I didn't stitch because I was focused on stepping. I did over 374,000 steps in the month of January. And I'll just say I have a job where I sit. So all of this had to happen before and after work.
I was trying to look at my app and see if I could see a monthly total, because then we could compare how poorly mine is.
Well.
So you go, you find yours. I'll see if I can.
But anyway, so that's I didn't stitch a whole lot, is what I'm trying to say. But I'm leading with my impressive number so that I can give you that I did 1,796 stitches this month, which was an average of 58 stitches a day. Mostly because there were a lot of days where I did not stitch. I don't know what my total whip count is, but what I can tell you is I started one new thing this year, my new year, new start. My low day obviously is 0 stitches, but my high day was 320 stitches. And I worked on 4 projects during the month of January.
Awesome. Okay, I found where it is. Here's month, but
you might have to scroll back to January because you're on February.
Right. So I was trying to decide how you actually
I have a different
do that.
stepping app. See,
Okay.
look at us try to figure this out.
Yeah, live on the air.
Live.
Yeah. Oh, here, let's go year. So my daily average was 3,304. Ooh, there's January. So I don't get steps.
Well, because I have a different stepping app. If anybody wants to know, I use the Pacer app, and I got a little pop-up today that was like, you walked around Loch Ness so many times. I can't remember what it was, but
You know what's so funny is that it gave me a way to change what year it was, but not what month it is. Mine is just the app on my Apple
sure,
Watch.
sure.
So, which I thought would just, like tell me, but of
Mhm.
course it didn't.
No, no.
That's okay. Uh, I have read 10 books in January.
There we go. Nice.
So that's another one that we were just like being
Yeah.
silly with.
I read one book.
And you could read that book too,
Yeah.
right? Is it
Well,
that book
well,
or
I
is it
haven't
different?
finished that book, but I am reading the second book I'll finish this year is called Catabasis by R.F. Kuang, and we are doing that on Books with BNS next Saturday, if you're
In the
watching this
Facebook
in the
group.
Facebook group, and that would be the 7th. Have 4. So come and join us. It's just a Facebook. It's called Books with BNS. There are a couple questions. Answer the questions. Come read
Pretty
Catabasis
easy.
with us.
Yep.
But if you're going to read Catabasis and you haven't started, get on it because
It's
it's a big one.
long. It's like 20 hours on the
Yeah.
if you're listening to it, and it was hard to get.
Yeah, it came out last year in the middle of the year and was very, very popular. So,
Mhm.
but I'm enjoying it so far.
Okie doke. Do you just want to show some fun stuff?
Yes, like I have 4.
Okay.
So,
I have probably a few more than that.
yes.
Not a whole lot though. Since you saw us last, I think I showed this last time, but I worked on this some more for over 800 stitches. And I managed to get this far, which, okay, the fabric color is really like that.
Oh, yeah.
But I filled in that entire hill down there and got the
Wow.
second big flower in. So now I mean, I know I always do this when I'm watching Flosstube. I'm like, show it to me again.
Mhm.
I have to fill in the house and finish the things around the border. So pretty. I love this
Yes.
so, so much. Um, and it's just what I'm really excited about.
Hmm. Hmm.
So then I pulled out, we have a challenge in a chat group we're in, and it's really helping me to just focus on which project I'm going to work on. But also I'm making myself, no, I'm convincing myself that it's a great plan to do 750 stitches before I move on. So I'm working on spring ABCs from Little House Needleworks. Um, because of the fabric color I chose, I changed the letter color to cherry tomato. And they did not, when I was there, they didn't have weeping willows. So I subbed in dried thyme. But I
Look at
finished quite
that.
a bit. Um, I could look and tell you how many stitches I did on this, but I am finished through here and I've started on the buildings. Whatever is right there. Oh, it's the fence in
Mm.
front of the big house. So, anyway, I am over the halfway mark on this.
Oh, nice.
This is one that I am doing from a paper pattern. So, yeah. You want to show?
Oh, so are we just showing the ones we worked on since the last time? Not that it really matters with my calendar. But
Sure.
if not, I'll go ahead and put away Death by Cross Stitch and you'll see that again later.
Oh, you can show it.
Okay, I'll show it. I didn't work on it this last time. I just worked on it during the month of January. I did 89 stitches on it in January. This is on a piece of 36 count agave from Zweigart, and I'll just show it to you just because I like it, just because it makes me feel impressive. I'm I'm all the way to the corner, so that's as wide as it's gonna be.
Nice.
I'm using mostly 3809, and then I'm using A Crew, and I'm using, I can't remember which DMC the hearts are, so I'll have to tell you. But that's where it is. I did 89 stitches on it during the month of January. I'm just the plan is to work on it more this year, and I feel like the more times I touch it, the more I'm like, oh, I want to work on
Okay, my next one is Halloween at Granny's
that. Yes.
from Carolyn Manning. And I posted about this, and Carolyn liked my post, which
Ooh,
always makes you feel good,
no big
right?
deal.
So that's where I got. So the fun thing for me is that this little motif that I've started is the center.
Oh, nice.
And this is my band of 7 diagonally,
Mhm.
and they go up to 9, and then I'll start coming back in.
Nice.
So it's getting there.
And what fabric is that on?
Something from Color and Cotton.
I love that fabric. Whenever you sent me a picture of it, I was like, oh, I should pull that out. But I'm working on a different Carolyn Manning, and that's my focus for this year. So,
Was trying to see if the tag was, oh, here we go. It
oh, a
was a
limited
limited
edition, of
edition. Yeah.
course. But I'm doing mine on a dark brown, and I just love the color you're doing yours on. So,
Yeah, they look so different.
mhm.
Every time you pull out Seaglass now, I'm dying because I'm like,
You want to do
I
that?
want to work on it.
We just have envy of each other's projects.
I have started working on this one though to complete everything in a diagonal row.
Oh, cool.
So these are all done, and now I'm up to this. Now, what happens is that when I have a little extra on my needle,
Hmm.
then I move over and start a couple. So like
Sure.
that's how I have the center.
Yeah.
And it just helps you don't feel like you have so much to get done if you don't have to do every single
Right.
stitch in
Yeah.
a band. Oh, I had it sideways, but that's okay. That's
okay.
why you put a needle minder on it
There you
and leave
go.
it. And I did get to cut my fabric this time.
Nice. That's
That was
exciting.
fun, right?
That's exciting.
You want to show another one?
Yeah, sure. So if you're going to show a Carolyn Manning, I'll show a Carolyn Manning. So I've been working on Seaglass, and it's still in the hoop because I've been actively working on it, but you can see it all, so it'll be okay. And this is on 40 count anthracite linen. Witchelt, but here is that. And I've been working it in 3x3 blocks. So I'm almost finished with this third 3x3 block, and then I'll probably pop back up here. So that's where it's
So fun.
that was the one I did the most stitches on this past month, just because it's easy. I mean, it's a darker fabric and it's 40 count, but that doesn't really trip me up too much. It's just a lot of filling in stuff. I worked on this whenever we went to the library
Ah,
because it's an easy
okay.
to work on.
The one I worked on at the library was
Perfect.
Tribal Hippo
It's like we planned these transitions.
from White Willow Stitching. And okay, they did a dark fabric and an overdyed floss. Well, I had this beautiful piece of Picture This Plus. I want to say this is Tempest.
Mhm.
I think that's right.
I
I
think
don't have
so.
anything in here. And I'm using a more solid floss, which is Deep Sea from Weeks Dye Works. But that is where he is. So I finished everything up here in right behind his head, all of
Mhm.
that section. And now I started down with that big, like, it's kind of like a comma down there, isn't it?
Mhm.
I started down there and worked in a little bit more. I would like to get this outline stuff all the way
Oh,
around,
sure.
but also, I could fudge that a little if I had to,
Mhm.
if I wait. I
Right.
also got to, oh no, this fabric's been cut, but that's always fun for me when I hit a point where I can cut the
Yes.
fabric.
Yeah,
And I
for
have
sure.
this in like one of my
Oh,
very favorite
I
BNS
I love
bags.
that.
That was one of the first ones. And long dogs.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I pulled out Pandemic,
Oh, okay.
and this, I got to the other side. So this is the side that I want to work on. Now, in working on this, I love how that band is showing up.
Hmm.
Really cool. But in working on this, I was looking and I've looked at other people's pieces, and my little bunnies down here look kind of funky.
Mm.
So my floss is from Mrs. Sadis, and I contacted her and said, "Hey, I'm stitching Pandemic using your oxide floss. what I want to add some more solid color touches. What colors do you recommend? And so not only did she recommend some, but she has just completed a move, a big move.
Mm-hmm.
And so her website doesn't have everything out there.
Right.
She recommended some, and I said, well, I don't see those. How do I get them? And she said, here's a listing for you.
Oh,
And so she added
nice.
some things she updated on her website. So I have ordered some. So Pandemic is going to be on hold for just they're supposed to be here either this week or next week.
Okay.
So just for a short time, but it'll be enough to let me get those, decide what I'm going to use. I got a pretty blue, a dark gold, I want to say a gray. I pick three or
Yeah.
four so that I'll play with some different things, but it
Nice.
should make it a little more interesting when I'm doing things.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
okay, you have another one?
Yep. Speaking of animals,
You know him, you love
you
him.
know him, you love him. He was most of your guys' favorite whip, so I'm not sad to keep working on him. Here's Flying Pink Piggy. I filled in this massive block of just a hot pink.
I
And
told Keisha it's a dark pink in
yes.
there, so it really makes an impact that it's
Mm-hmm.
done.
Mm-hmm. So I finished that and started working here. As some of you know, I'm doing this. I was stitching this for my grandma who passed away. And so now I'm kind of doing it in memory of her. And this past Friday was her birthday. So, and last Tuesday was the anniversary of her death, which I told my mom I don't really celebrate because she would have been so mad that she died right before her birthday. She loved her birthday. So we celebrate grandma's birthday, but I put in those stitches on her birthday. So there's the
And you
pig.
have the little curly tail,
Yeah.
and it's so cute.
And this is Flying Pink Piggy. It's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. The artist is Lisa Victoria. It's on 25 count. It's 1/1.
Because Keisha's a glutton for punishment.
You know.
The next one I worked on is Gratitude from Lizzie Kate. This is one of those why are you still hanging out there
Sure.
projects. Gratitude actually took me 1,870 stitches to finish. So I did do quite a few
Mhm.
stitches, but there it is. So the color again is about like that.
Yeah.
But this thing, no joke.
Oh,
And look, I even put the button on.
nice.
So it's all in there. No joke to fill in that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Over the whole block was over 700 stitches, but
Wow.
it was over 400, almost 500 to do just the fill.
Mm,
And this, that was some crazy counting to make
yes.
sure I got, because it's relief. You don't stitch the
Right.
flowers,
Yeah.
but I liked this.
So
It's very
pretty.
cute.
Yes.
And on this piece, there's also the little one,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a little scrap of fabric. I pulled just scraps from which kind of fits with this,
Yeah.
turns what you have into enough.
Yeah, for sure.
So I pulled little scraps, and the other one will be done on something that's close to what they had. I mean, there's my color,
Yeah.
and there's theirs.
That'll be a pretty pair. Yes.
So, and it'll be fun, but I'm not starting it anytime soon.
Mm,
I'm trying to be way more intentional with my um with my starts this
yes.
year
Yes.
because the goal is to whip down.
Yes. Yes.
I'm trying to hit 65 whips by the time I turn 65, which is about 2.5 years.
There you go. Got it. You got this.
Okay,
All right.
you want to show?
Yeah. Speaking of cross stitch projects, I don't have a good segue for this one. Here's my other Hade that I'm working on. This is The Sun by Edvard Munch and Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm doing this on a piece of 40 count Mallow from Zweigart, and I'm doing it 1/2 because I'm less of a glutton for punishment this time. But what I'm finding is trying to do both of them at the same time. I'm like, wait a minute, reset where my brain is and what I'm stitching on. So I started this on the first. I've got over 600 stitches into it. It's slow going. There's a lot of colors in here. I mean,
there are a lot.
you can see my like kind of hanging down ones. It's a lot of here's 2 stitches, tie it off. Here's. So there was one day where I worked on it, and I'm like, I've done 6 stitches, and that's probably enough for today. So, so that's where I am. I think I I enjoy it when I'm in the right headspace to work on it. It's a little bit different than the pig. The pig has more blocks of colors. Every once in a while, it's kind of like that, but there's more big blocks of colors in the pig.
You'd probably have to have like away time to be
Yeah.
able to work more on that.
Yeah, it's more I need to sit down for some time and work on it and not just kind of the half hour I may have at the end of the day. So we'll work through it.
Okay, and then because I missed the 13th, although it really doesn't matter because I did work on Halloween at Granny's, I could look and see if I worked on it on the 13th. I pulled out Izzy Decayin.
I need to pull this one out.
And I am at like over 60%.
Oh, nice.
So I put in a ton of stitches. I put 1,164 stitches yesterday. So, and you know what? You really can see him. But I put in the little glass of wine. I put in the blood drop on top of the eye and the wine bottle and all of the skeleton and his hat and the bee and the O. I started with the next lettering over here and realized that I stitched this from the bat and I stitched this from the T. Something in there is off.
Oh.
So I came back and started from this side and we'll figure it out. It's not going to matter. I could still do it here. It would just be close.
Yes.
So, but I'll figure it out and I'll get it where I want it.
Amazing.
And we have another one we're supposed to start this month. Yeah. With our friends.
Yes, I've got to buy that stuff.
That was my why did I even show that?
Yeah, I think so.
There we go. I love those little ghosts in the O's.
Yes.
They're so funny.
It's such a fun one.
But we have plans to do I Love You to Death or Love You to Death, also from Silver Creek Samplers with our friends.
Yes.
Jennifer and Tara. Won't see any last names, right? So that's all my stuff.
Yeah, that's all my stuff.
I was going to tell you my goal for the year is to hit 200,000 stitches. I was over 190 last year. And for 200,000 stitches in the year, I would have to average about 548 stitches per day. And I told you that this month my average was 693 stitches per day. So that has reduced the number of stitches per day I have to do. Now I only have to average 534.47 stitches per day.
Nice.
So
I have not done that math for myself. My usual goal is to do 200 stitches a day, which I didn't do this month. So, which works out to 73,000 stitches in a year. So we'll see how it goes. We do have the frogworts piece coming up, which we do pretty quickly. So that'll pump up those numbers.
Yeah, that's like around 12,000 stitches that we'll put in. So yeah. Okay. Do you want to get to this?
Yes. So last video, we asked you to comment your favorite one of our whips, and that we would be doing a drawing for a $25 gift certificate that we'd email you to 123 Stitch, just as like a thank you for sticking with us and all of the rambles and all of the shenanigans over these past, like 5 years?
Yeah,
more than 5, because I was pregnant with James. Like I was not pregnant with James when we started this. So, and he'll be 6 in July. So it's been a while. So just thank you all for being here. But we went through and we counted the comments that we had and we randomly drew a number. And would you like to say the name of the person who
you
won?
can do it.
I will say it. It's Stitching Sunshine Ray.
Woohoo!
Hi, Ray.
And Ray's been around since the beginning and been through all of the craziness. And
Ray's been here since before me, and that's dedication, Ray. That's dedication.
I did look up what our first video was, and I was going to write it down, and yeah, of course, it's okay.
Who knows? That's okay.
So. But anyway, it's been quite a while, but we've hit 200 floss tubes. So there
Mhm.
are some other things that
Yes.
we've thrown in there. Several Stitch with Us videos and
Other random miscellaneous stuff.
Mhm.
You know us. We're weird. We do whatever.
But we thought um we would just like to honor the 200th episode.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
yes.
And this is just me talking cross stitch with my friend. And it's exciting that you're here.
I did say one of you commented that you are working on Seaglass also, and that you're close to a finish.
Yeah.
So what we need is, I think it was Linda.
Oh, okay.
What we need is for you to let us know where you're posting pictures. If you're posting on Instagram, you should come back and comment and give us your Instagram name so that we can look you up and check out your progress on Seaglass.
Yeah, let me see it. I need some motivation to get this going.
And I feel like it's going to hit me one of these months and I'm going to have to pull it out.
She's going to get jealous of my Seaglass.
Yeah.
I'm going to get jealous of her Halloween at Granny. So we'll have to like flop our projects one month.
Okay, and here's a little bit of humor. One of our friends, I said how many whips I had worked on this month, and one of our friends said, it was Eunice, said, how many whips do you have all together? And I looked and said, oh, 134. And she said, so you only need to touch 100 other whips during the year because you touched that many this month. I did touch a lot this month. But I do plan on going through and having a really serious my friend Debbie at Creative Whims. I would have to look. She always does a stitch or ditch.
Oh, okay.
And I'm thinking I'm going to have a really serious stitch or ditch because when I look at some of those on there, I think I don't want to work on that. I don't want to work on that. And there's no reason to keep things like that. If you don't want to work on them,
yeah,
don't do it.
Life's too short. There are too many things to stitch.
Yeah. And some things are just on smaller count or, where I had a crazy moment. I don't think I have over one stitching, but a lot are on smaller count fabric that I don't want to deal with. And yeah. So Keisha might get a bunch of this.
I've already gotten, I think I maybe got your last over one. So yeah, that's okay. I'm a good home for things because I'm like, well, I like everything.
Well, and I've decided, so I had been working on the Prairie Schooler Santas over one on black. I just hate working on it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to finish that one. And then I have that beautiful piece of fabric.
Yes.
And I'm going to do them over too, because they will be just as gorgeous. Or I could go back and just rip out all the stitches on it. And so that I would have that one. I mean, if I keep him, then I'll cut that piece off the fabric and maybe I'll make a little scissor fob or something. But it makes me nuts.
Right. You don't want to spend, this is supposed to be relaxing time.
Yes. So it was a fun and I was inspired to do it because I saw a model at my LNS and it was beautiful. But I would enjoy it just as much being over two.
Right.
So anyway, that's the kind of thinking that's been going on where I've been in my 65 by 65 that really, if I'm going to get there, I have to finish the stuff that's in there. And I'm not just going to UFO things so that I can get to that number.
Right.
I want to be very intentional. I think that's my word of the year is intentional.
Very well.
Because I need to be. I was thinking, where does Katie put the word of the year for us? Do you know that?
I'm not sure.
I'm looking in my Black Needle journal planner. I think it's right up here at the front somewhere. I just have to get the pages to turn. There we go. Oh, it's perfect. It's perseverance.
Ah, perfect. What a good one.
That'll go with my being intentional. I will persevere and I will give up some of those beloved whips.
Right.
Not really. I will just stop working on the ones that
don't
make
bring
me
you
crazy.
Joy. Yeah. If it doesn't bring you joy, you don't need to be doing it.
Yeah. So anyway, the other kind of fun plan that I have is my New Year New Start. I think I can move this and not have to pull it out. is This Happy Morning from Plum Street, and I'm doing it on black.
Mhm.
I just really struggled with the directions. So I am working on getting myself a copy of the pattern in black. It
Oh.
was charted for a retreat.
Sure.
And so they got full copies of the patterns. And the one that they have published now has the light version, the vintage version, that's what they call it. And it has a whole page of directions that I'm just struggling with.
Oh, okay.
So it would be so much easier for me if I could just have the black version. So,
yeah.
But I have found a way to work and get, hopefully get a copy of that.
Nice.
And be able to work more on it, because I really do, like, my goal is to put on any new start 2026 stitches. And that one is at 333, which I'll probably have to pull out.
Oh, well.
Because they're probably wrong.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Although they are border, and that part of the border may just be a slightly different color.
Perfect.
What kind of plans do you have for the month? I'm gonna catch a drink.
Well, my plans for the month are basically what I did during January, except for I'm going to try, because the stepping challenge. The stepping challenge. I do that at work too. I'll talk about the number of stitches I did, and they'll be like, "Don't you mean steps?" Yes, I do. It's done today, so I'll have more time in the evenings to do some stitching. So I'm going to try to stitch it most days, and I'm going to be working on the pig, the sun, Seaglass, and Death by Cross Stitch.
And she has to decide in our group, she has to decide what project is for her.
Yes, because in our group we have things assigned to different people, and I'm the one who was chosen as the lucky stitcher of the week.
So did you assign a suit to yourself?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I assigned suits to everybody. We're drawing a playing card, and so I have these 4 projects assigned to the different suits. And so then I just assigned a suit to everyone because I wanted to get lots of progress on these 4. But I don't think I assigned a suit to myself. So I have to figure out.
And I'm taking it easy on you this week because I drew a 2.
Oh, okay.
So it's either 20 or 200 stitches.
I can do 20 stitches. I can do that.
There you go. On whatever your diamonds are.
Right.
Do you know which one is diamonds?
Diamonds is the pig.
There you go. You'll get that. You'll probably do 200.
Yeah, I think diamonds are the pig.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I have to figure out what it is I want to work on for myself. I'm not sure.
But we did have a lot of finishers, so you know, if you do that part of it, then that's a lot.
Yeah, I'll get a lot of progress this. I'm touching all of my whips. I'm like, I just want to leave here and go stitch.
I feel like that every time we do a Flosstube, and I feel like I watch Flosstube and I'm like, oh, okay, yes, I need to be stitching the whole time.
Like, I need to listen to my book and I need to stitch. That's what I need to do today. Children, go play together.
Well, that was kind of a fun catch up, and congratulations again to Ray.
Yes.
So that's so fun. And I think that besides that, we have rambled quite enough.
And I need to go plan my shenanigans. I'm bad at that this year.
So there's really nothing else left to say today except bye.
Bye. Have a good week.